Good evening or good day, whenever you're watching this. It's me, Foti. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to do a product review of the Xteink X3 Pocket e-reader. So this is a device that I purchased about 9 days ago at the time of this recording, and I already have a lot of thoughts about it. And it's something that I felt like I just wanted to share. So let's talk about it. As far as I'm aware, the X3 is the tiniest commercially available e-ink e-reader on the market. And for me, I was really interested in getting it for, I think I knew about it for like a week before that or so. And I kept saying like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. And then well, I ended up getting it. And in the 9 days or so I've had it, I've just loved it. Like I just take it with me everywhere. Um, it's wonderful. So let's talk about the form factor of this thing first. So I mentioned this, the tiniest e-reader that I'm aware of. Now that sounds cute, and maybe that's a draw for some people, and it was for me, but it being so small is actually such a benefit. So let's talk about that. Now, for context, let me remind you of the world we live in. So it's 2026. All social media sites, they have some type of short form video content. Often it's very low effort AI slop, other low effort crap, and it encourages, basically like encourages ADHD or fosters ADHD, um, and doom scrolling and other not so great things. I'm sure you're like me. You found yourself in the wee hours of the night just watching videos nonstop of these kind of videos, and it doesn't really make you feel any better. Like I don't feel any fulfillment from them. It's just kind of like you just do it, like the websites or the social media platforms analytics find out what you might like, and their algorithm just spits this at you, and then we just take it. So this device is like a gem shining in a mound of garbage that is the social media landscape. So in within the first 5 days that I owned this device, I read a book from start to finish, and the book I read is called The Desert Christian, which collects a bunch of quotes and stories and stuff from monks from I think mostly Egypt. And I've had that book, the physical book, on my desk. I'm looking right at it for a good maybe 6 months or so, something like that. I've had it for a while, and I read a little bit of it, the physical book, and then I just struggled to read more. Then I got the EPUB file of it, put it on here, and I read it in 5 days. And I started from the beginning, from start to finish, read it in like 5 days. And for me, guys, that is a major accomplishment. Typically, when I feel like I'm making like good progress reading or reading a lot, I'm reading like about a book a month. So reading something in under a week, that's like crazy. I can't remember the last time I read a book that fast, and I did it on this tiny little thing, it's a little screen. And I'm currently reading another book. I'm almost halfway done with that one, and I haven't even had as much time to read, and I've made progress in the next book. And there's another book I started reading. Like I got the Bible on here, which is really funny seeing the Bible in such a tiny screen. but I was reading a little bit of a book of Isaiah, and I'll probably read another book, book of Job, which my Bible study group will when we reconvene. That's what we'll be reading and discussing. So can do that. So it's just so cool having all these books in like a little such a little shell, little body. All right, so what else do I love about this? The community of this. So let me go to oh, before that, even the price. I got mine on sale, and then there was like a week where there was no sale, and then they have another sale where you get like a free case with it. So I think with this sale, it's like about like 50 something bucks, well under $60, I think, for the device and a free case. Though it's random color, so maybe you don't like some of these colors. Yeah, but I mean, hey, it's free. But anyway, community though. So let me scroll up. So this comes with a stock OS, which I was using for the first few days because well, I'll tell you about why in a minute. But Crosspoint Reader is like the biggest or most popular of the fan made or community firmwares, and let me tell you a little bit about it. Why you may want to use this if you get this device. So I can't remember the full features of the stock, but the big thing for me, we go down here, as of 1.5, version 1.5, there's a dictionary. So it says built in, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. You have to download a dictionary. I believe I have the Oxford Dictionary on mine. So you can look up a word that you're reading, and then it'll define it for you. And yeah, it's cool. So you can look up the word without having to, go to your phone or your laptop or whatever. You can look up the word within the device, which is neat. Uh, you can also modify the type. You can change how it looks. You can change like the alignment of the text. It could be left, right, justified, whatever, and it'll do that for you. And it has like a preview, which is cool. Also has like this thing here. I want to show here. I gotta scroll down a little bit. You see over here, it has like I think the text where it like darkens or emboldens like the first letter or syllable of a word, and that helps people with dyslexia to read even easier. So it supports that. It's got different languages that supports. So like Chinese, got Hebrew here, Arabic. There's others too. So that's cool. And it's just so easy to do it. Like, look at this. You pick your device, X3. You pick Crosspoint. Now, this is why I used the stock for a while. So I kept somehow picking the stock one. They have the stock OS here, and I kept picking it. I was like, why isn't it changing? It's like, so this is where my ADHD comes in. I just read English. My brain like ignored the stock part. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I want the English version instead of Chinese. I wasn't even like paying attention, I guess. That it said stock. And then I realized, oh wait, have I been clicking stock English this whole time? Then I came back, tried it again, click Crosspoint version 1.5, and then you have it connected, and then you can flash it, and then boop bop bam, you have Crosspoint on here. And I like the look of it. I like has the extra features that I mentioned, and there's more. So that's really nice. And then there's other ones too. Crosspoint's just like the most popular one, or the most used one probably, but there's other ones that are good as well. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, now this thing primarily uses EPUB files. You can go on a website like Project Gutenberg. This has a bunch of books that are within the public domain. So they're all free and perfectly legal to download. And yeah, you can get some classics on here, read them like that. If you have EPUBs from other places, maybe like I think sometimes like Kobo or I don't know if Amazon does it. I don't really buy books from Amazon like that, like digital. Some of these files can also be used as well. They're EPUBs. They don't have a DRM, so kind of like a it's like an unfun thing they put in the EPUB, so you can't use it or read it on like a non-proprietary device or whatever. I don't know, but whatever the case is, if you have an EPUB that doesn't have any like weird things going on, you can put it on the device. So, oh, you can also check archive.org. They might have some as well. So that's another place. Oh, another one, Xteink. That is another. That is another. Oh my goodness, another firmware you can use. Now I use this also for making the EPUB that I put in it to be optimized. So here I have like a St. John Damascus collection. Uh, this one I had it optimized so that way it would fit the device's display and whatever. So far I haven't really tried it without um, optimizing it first, but so far it's been good. Like I had all like most of the books I wanted ready. Well, I could think of, and then I found some other ones that I had and I downloaded and put onto the device. Oh, and it's also really easy to do it too. So you can do it manually. You can use it. You could do it through Wi-Fi, but I would recommend just getting the little USB they give you. Put the micro SD in it, and then stick that on your computer. Make a folder called Books, and just drop your books in there. And for a dictionary, if you have a Crosspoint, or I think Xteink also supports it. You just make a dictionary folder, and you put the dictionary you want, and yeah, and it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. If I could do it, you could do it. Now, let's talk about some negatives. So personally, I don't have any negatives about this device. I love this device. I like the price, the form factor, all that. I just love it. But there are some things people do not love. So I think the main thing is people don't like that this has a Poco pin cable for charging instead of a Type C USB. Now, many people seem to be under the assumption that this is like proprietary, that you can only get this through like Xteink, which is not the case. Xteink did not invent this style of charger. You can get them on Amazon pretty cheap. You can even get like a converter, I believe, convert like a Poco pin to USB C or something if you want to do it like that. I forget, but you can get these. These are pretty readily available. So that's one thing. For me, I really don't care. This doesn't bother me, and I'm sure it makes it even thinner than if they were to use USB C. So it makes it smaller, even better for me. The other thing is, um, this is like I guess smaller thing is it does not have a light. This is not a light display, so it's like you're reading a book. Look at that. You have to use your candle light if you're in the dark. Again, not really an issue. I have a cheap like book light that I got from Amazon, which works pretty well. It's like a clip-on one for like a larger e-reader, I believe. But I mean, I just kind of use it almost like a lamp, and it works fine. But also, like a lot of times I'm also reading in the daytime, so I don't even need um, a light necessarily. And also, you can actually buy a light on the site right here. Look, e-reader magnetic reading light for $10. Personally, I don't think you need to do that, but hey, if you really want a light, go for it. And then, is there another thing people don't like? Oh, there's no touchscreen. I think that's the other one. But most of these things, if you want them, you can get the X4 Pro. This one, slightly bigger. It has front light. It also has a touchscreen, although it does still use the pogo pin. But see, for me, this is about $100, and also it's sold out. Now, I feel like $100, a little more. Like if the X3 was $100, I probably wouldn't have gotten it. I'm not saying it wouldn't be worth it, but part of the appeal for me with the X3 was just how cheap it was. You know, it's like roughly like $60, and you can even get them cheaper if you go other places. But I'd rather order from the site personally. I feel more comfortable with that than like AliExpress or Alibaba or whatever. So yes, the X4 Pro has more features um, and such, but again, you have to ask yourself, like, do you need those things? For me, I didn't. So I didn't wait or look to get it. I'm happy with the X3. Yeah. So yeah, those are some downsides. Some people may think of the device. I don't know if those are downsides for you. I just said they're not downsides for me. So I'm fine. Um, so yeah, in summary, this little device, it's affordable. It makes reading very digestible. If you have ADHD, which chances are there's a good chance if you're watching this, you may have ADHD. I think about around like 20% of young people have it. It's like 1 out of 5 young people have it, or young adults have it. Probably a lot of people are undiagnosed. I wasn't diagnosed till a bit later on, but I had a suspicion that I had it. My psychiatrist told me like, oh yeah, you got it. uh, so this could help you with it in that case. But you know, at the end of the day, I just think it's important to read. So if this helps you to read, like it helped me to read, I think it's worth it. I think more people should be reading. Yeah. So it's good for your brain. It lower your chance of getting dementia. I'd like to not have dementia. I want to keep my brain exercising. Wrinkles on your brain are good. You don't want your brain too smooth. All right, that's it. So X3 is justified. Okay, goodbye.